gastrulation. It is a process in embryonic development which is characterized by movement of cells in small masses or sheet as to form primary germinal layer. There are three primary germinal layers: endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. The cell movement that occur during gastrulation are called morphogenetic movements. Since they lead to initiation of morphogenesis, the product of gastrulation is called gastrula. Formation of primary germinal layer. Histology: inner cell mass or embryonal lobe possess stem cells that have potential to form all types of tissue and organ. Normally, they get rearranged to form a flat embryonic germinal disc. The latter differentiated into two layers: outer epiblast of larger columnar cell and inner hypoblast of smaller cuboidal cell. Hypoblast function as embryonic endoderm. It is the first germinal layer to differentiate. Hypoblast grows on the sides and forms a covering over the blastocyst. This converts the latter into the primary yolk sac. Meanwhile, trophoblast of this region grows to form extra embryonic mesoderm. It is split up and produces extra embryonic coelom. It presses the primary yolk sac. A secondary smaller yolk sac is formed simultaneously. Embryonic endoderm forms a tube of its own. The tubular structure is gut tract of the embryo. Epiblast forms both ectoderm and mesoderm of the embryo. Most of its epiblast grow laterally to produce ectoderm. However, at least one point it is earliest evidence of embryonal epiblast cell proliferate to form first a cellular elaboration called primitive streak. The cells continue to proliferate and pass out between epiblast and hypoblast. They form the third germinal layer called mesoderm or intraembryonic mesoderm. Formation of foetal membrane. Foetal membrane are the membranous covering a sac connected to the embryo. All of them are extra embryonic, are therefore also called extra embryonic membrane. They are four in number: chorion, amnion, allantois, and yolk sac. Chorion, it is the outermost foetal membrane which is formed at the outer layer of trophoblast. Chorion forms villi and other foetal parts of the placenta function. Chorion performs the foetal part of placenta. It provides attachment to fetus. Fetus are transferred to mother's blood through chorion. It is the site of exchange of gas between the fetus and the mother. Amnion, it is the inner foetal membrane which lies immediately around the embryo. The foetal membrane is formed by the inner layer of trophoblast. It includes a cavity called amniotic cavity. The cavity is filled with a clear fluid called amniotic fluid. A few fetal cells float in this fluid function. Amniotic fluid surround the embryo. It protects the same from any injury by functioning as shock absorber. Amniotic fluid regulates pressure and temperature around embryo. It prevents desiccation of embryo. It also for growth and movement of fetus. Amniotic fluid can be taken out with the help of a needle and studied for fetus so as to know the genetic defect, if any. Allantosis, it is the membrane line sac which develops from embryonic gut close to yolk sac. Allantois forms blood vessels for the placenta. Because of it, human placenta is called chorioallantoic. Yolk sac, it is a membrane line sac which develops from embryonic gut. The sac contains yolk in egg-laying animal. It is non-functional in mammals where yolk is not stored. Yolk contains a clear fluid. It is believed to help in synthesis of blood corpuscles in the blood. Embryo before function is taken by the liver. Afterward, it shrinks embryo and fetus. The term embryo is restricted to the stage before start of organogenesis up to 8 weeks. The term fetus is used thereafter up to birth of baby. Placenta, L placenta, flat cat. It is feto-maternal connective tissue that develop during pregnancy and forms a temporary association between fetal and mother tissues for supporting the fetus during its development. The metabolic activity of placenta are equal to that of fetus. Fetus is connected to the placenta by a long flexible string called umbilical cord. It is mainly formed of allantois and is covered by a long fetus, while vein carries oxygenated blood towards fetus. As the placenta is broken past out time of maturation, it is deciduate placenta. Though initially it develops all around the embryo, it later remains restricted to a small disc-shaped area. Such a placenta is called metadiscoidal placenta. Human placenta is called chorionic. Its placenta is formed of it. It is also called chorionic, as some structure formed from allantois also join the placenta. The main placenta has two parts, foetal and maternal. The foetal part is formed of chorion, but blood vessels derived from the allantois extend into it. It sends out of a number of finger-like outgrowth into maternal part of the placenta. They are called chorionic villi. The maternal part of the placenta is called decidua basalis. Decidua basalis are the number of blood sinuses into which blood vessels of chorionic villi are immersed. In the region of contact, the epithelium, connective tissue, and endothelial lining in uterine mucosa get corroded. Only the foetal barrier present over the blood vessels persist. Such a placenta is known as hemochorial placenta. It provides for rapid exchange of material between foetal and maternal blood with barriers acting as ultra filter function. Nutrition mother supplies all the nutrients required by the fetus through placenta. The transport occurs through the fusion active transport mineral, amino acids, sugar, lipid, vitamins. The exchange of gases. Placenta help in exchange of respiratory gases O2 from mother and CO2 from fetus. Between fetus and the mother, storage and digestion of placenta store fat and glycogen which can be broken down and absorbed by the fetal part of placenta. Excretion fetus eliminates its nitrogen other wastage through placenta. Antibody. Placenta is permeable to antibodies of the mother which enter the fetal blood and protect the fetus from several diseases. Measles, smallpox, diphtheria, scarlet fever, etc. Barrier. Placenta does not allow passage of pathogen and toxins from entering the fetus. Endocrine gland. Placenta is an hormone endocrine gland that produces a number of hormones: human chorionic, gonadotropin, chorionic thyrotropin, chorionic, corticotropin, human placental lactogen, progesterone, estrogen relaxation. In HCG, HPL and relaxation developed in women only during pregnancy. The level of several other hormones rises in the maternal blood due to secretion and stimuli provided by the placenta. Estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine. Increased production of this hormone is required for fetal growth, metabolic changes in mother and maintenance of pregnancy. Human chorionic gonadotropin its secretion began almost immediately after the implantation of blastocyst. The hormone acts on the corpus desodoria just like LH, causes it to grow and maintain for long time during pregnancy. Corpus luteum secretes progesterone and some estrogen. They prevent menstruation, stimulate endometrium to grow and store nutrients as a big to block the passage with viscous secretion. HGS act on testes of male fetus, stimulate secretion of testosterone and development of male sex organ. Chorionic thyrotropin, it stimulates mother thyroid to secrete more thyroxine. Chorionic corticotrophic, it acts on the adrenal gland of the mother to produce more hormone. Increase secretion of aldosterone help the mother to retain sodium and hence more fluid in the body. It occasionally leads to pregnancy. Hypertension in the mother placenta may also secrete corticotropin releasing hormone which may determine the timing of parturition, as excess of it has found to be cause premature delivery while its lower level delays the same. Human placenta lactogen or chorionic somatotropin SCS hormones function as a weak growth hormone. It stimulates growth of breast. It decreases insulin sensitivity of mother so that the mother is unable to utilize much of its own glucose. Instead, glucose become available to the fetus. Progesterone along with secretion from corpus luteum placenta. Progesterone help in maintaining pregnancy. Decrease contractility of uterus, growth of endometrium because of its importance in maintaining pregnancy. Progesterone, the major progesterone is called pregnancy hormone. Estrogen, placenta converts adrenal androgen of mother and fetus into estrogen. The hormone helps in enlargement of pregnant uterus, enlargement and ductal growth in breast, growth of mother external genitalia beside relaxing pelvic ligament relaxing. It is secreted both by corpus luteum placenta. The hormones soften the connective tissue of symphysis pubica for reducing discomfort of carriage and facilitating easy childbirth. It also softens and dilates cervix and loose ligaments of sacroiliac and sacrococcygeal joints for the same. However, estrogen also play a prominent role in loosening of the ligaments. Types of placenta. Based on the nature of fetal membrane, yolk sac placenta derived from yolk sac and chorion metatherians. Choriono-allantopic placenta derived from chorionic allantos. Most eutherians chorionic placenta mostly from chronia human beings based on barrier endothelium of fetal blood vessels, endothelium, maternal blood vessel, portal connective tissue, uterine connective tissue, trophoblast, uterine epithelium, epitheliochorial placenta, all six barrier present, horse as pig, syndesmochorial placenta, five barriers present, uterine epithelium absent, camel, giraffe, cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, endotheliocorial placenta, four barriers present, uterine epithelium, connective tissue absent, carnivorous hemocorial placenta, three barriers present, uterine variant absent, lemur absent, humus hemoendothelial placenta, only one barrier of endothelium of fetus, blood vessel present, other absent, rat, rabbit, guinea pig, based on fat of uterine placenta, non deciduata placenta, uterine placenta not set, horse as zebra, deciduate placenta, uterine placenta set after birth, human centra deciduate placenta, whole birth is observed, mole bandicoot based on belief, diffuse placenta all over, horse, pig, lemur, cotyledon placenta in patches or cotyledon, deer, cow, goat, sheep, intermediate placenta scattered as well as in patches, giraffe, camel, jonary placenta as incomplete or complete, girdle over the blastocyst, dog, cat, sea, elephant, raccoon, discoidal placenta, belly over a disc, rabbit, deer, rat, bat, metadiscoidal placenta, belly initially all over but later restriction, discoid placenta, single circular disc, human, rabbit, discoidal placenta, two disc apse, a monkey.